Bills safety Damar Hamlin is still in critical condition this evening after suffering cardiac arrest mid-game last night. It was actually breaking right here in Fox 4 News at 10 and 11. The 24-year-old collapsed during the Bills game against the Bengals. Hamlin's heartbeat was restored on the field and he was rushed to the hospital. But today the NFL announced the game between the Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals will not resume this week and that no decision has been made about a player at a later date. Now, our national team has more on Hamlin's collapse and how family and players are reacting tonight.
Today, Damar Hamlin's family is expressing gratitude for the outpouring love and support for him following the cardiac arrest that he had on the field. Now, they're asking everyone to keep him in their prayers. Our Dan Grossman has been talking with former NFL players and fans about what so many are feeling as they process what's happening.
Like, this game was hyped up. The atmosphere, like the pregame, was probably the best I have ever seen.
Football is predicated on intensity and rivalry, but on a seemingly routine tackle toward the end of the first quarter of Monday Night Football, that passion for opposition changed.
I've never seen like an emotional swing like that before.
And the only thing that resulted for Chase Genitazio and thousands of other fans who were at the game was shared concern.
You could visibly see all the players like just distraught, right? All of a sudden, we have this situation where someone is literally like without a heartbeat, like on the field, and they have to perform CPR. So it did, man. It like totally just kind of puts things into perspective for you, more than more than I can ever remember.
It was a sentiment that spread online as players, coaches, fans, and non-fans all tweeted their support for Damar Hamlin, a young second-year player many did not know, but still felt bonded to. On the field, that bond was never more apparent than on the faces of Hamlin's teammates.
These aren't people you work in a cubicle next to. These are people who their family, you've met their family. Some players even said hello to his mother before that game.
Ryan Harris played in the NFL for 8 seasons. He likens the sport to a battle whose outcome became insignificant over the course of one moment as the focus shifted to something greater, the brotherhood of what these men endure.
Between the white lines, everything is fair. But when something like this happens, especially in a seemingly routine play, it's devastating because so often it's either be tough and have no emotions or it's all emotions and you're not considered tough. But the NFL, both of those points meet at its highest point, and you're seeing that play out right now.
In less than 12 hours, Hamlin's toy drive for kids in need amassed more than $3.5 million in donations. It's still growing from fans who, both friendly and foe, gathered outside the hospital where Hamlin was taken and shared conversations as they came together like never before.
We get so into like our NFL fandom, and then something like this happens and it really just kind of makes you take a step back, right? And you just like pull everything into perspective. It's life. I mean, these are humans, right, out there.
Dan Grossman, Scripps News.